in this video, I'm actually going to show you guys how to play a little bit of a funk groove with brushes. And now, actually, the reason I'm bringing this video up is my students the other day, one of my students was playing an ensemble and they had to play with some brushes. And really with brushes, you don't get a lot of great sound out of the cymbals, right? Because it's playing so low. And so you got a lot of times rely on the playing on the drums. So I'm going to show you a little bit how to do that and how to kind of, when you're playing with brushes, why I think focusing a lot on the drums themselves. You can obviously hit the hi-hat and stuff, but why and how to manipulate or change grooves up a little bit. So that works. Also, if you like this video, please like, please subscribe. And if you like grooves like this, check out my book, Tactical Drumming Groove Survival Guide. I'll put a link for it in the description. Okay, so anyway, so with this particular groove, all I'm doing actually in my hands is with the brushes, I'm actually just basically keeping 16th notes. I'm playing 1 E-enda, 2 E-enda, 3 E-enda, and the accent is really everything on a groove like this, right? Because that's going to give me my backbeat. And so if I'm playing in a kind of a quiet situation, it's going to work. But the other thing is, because of the nature of the brushes, they're super articulate on the snare, right? You can hear every single little nuance. If I play it on the hi-hat, it really doesn't cut as well. And so I feel like I said, like when I'm modifying a groove, I typically play it on the snare. Now, does that mean I can't play stuff on the cymbal? No, of course I can, right? Like little cymbal rolls and stuff sound pretty cool, but they're a lot more subdued and don't really come out as much, right? The other thing is, like, maybe I'm playing little extra hits, right? I might play some stuff, but you'll notice that what you're hearing is the open hi-hat sound, not so much the articulation of, you know, like if I was playing with a stick, right, where I get a little bit more of that front end. So I'm going to show you this groove real quick. All I'm doing is I'm playing, like I said, 16 notes, 1 E-enda, 2 E-enda, 3 E-enda, 4 E-enda, 1. So with the bass drum, so we got that 16 note pattern run, we kind of keep that going. Then all I'm going to do is really just throw the bass drum on 1 at first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could eliminate this other hand, right? Eliminate my left hand for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like a rock beat, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually add a little upbeat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. With the right hand. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 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 Once I've got that down, then what I'm going to add that hi-hat. Now you can play the hi-hat in a bunch of different ways, right? You can play it on the upbeat like I was doing earlier, or you can play it on every beat, which kind of gives it a nice little forward pulse. I prefer the upbeat in most situations, not everyone. It varies depending on the gig, or you can play it on every beat, right? And I usually, when I do something like that with the brushes, I'm going to actually close my hi-hat a little bit, right? Adjust it so that it actually stays a little bit tighter, so I'm not getting quite as much chick, so the volume's a little bit better. But in this case, let me show you how to play the upbeat, right? So all I'm doing is I start with my right hand, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and my upbeat on my hi-hat just happened on the ands of every beat. So 1 and 2 and 3, and so I just play that right there, playing 8 notes on the snare. Then I'm gonna add the snare on 2 and 4 and the accents, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, and the bass drum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, and the other hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And really that's all there is to it. Obviously you can play a lot of different grooves. You can take your favorite groove, right, or whatever it is, and just modify it. But the key to this is really playing a lot of that stuff with the brushes on the snare, right? And I know obviously, like with typical jazz, we think of like, you know, right? But in this case, we're not really doing that. We're trying to recreate that really clear 8th note or 16th note pattern that we see in pop grooves. So anyways, I'm going to play this one more time, kind of head out, and then we'll kind of go from there. So here we go, one more little jam.